And we're back. I am Erin Parks, owner of Teamwork Bloomington and Teamwork Indiana, and this is
Lisa, the sport and medical massage therapist for Teamwork and one of the coaches.
Yes. So today we're kind of building on what we talked about in our last video, which was a general discussion about how to recover faster, what you should be doing to maximize your training so that you can get after it every single session, but also to know the difference between when you really need to just do nothing versus when you need to move and use your body, even if you're feeling sluggish or like you just don't want to do anything. So that was a little more nuanced. Today we're going to be somewhat more specific about what we want, and this is the daily habits of recovering. And so we're going to go over just a couple of things. This won't be as comprehensive, and we'll have our background dog also helping, which, you know, therapy dog. You can pet the dog if you'd like, but the two things we'll talk about: soft tissue work, so you having a foam roller, what to do with a foam roller daily while you're watching TV or when you get up in the morning, and we'll talk about that, or prior to session, mid-session, after session. And then simply how much protein, how much water you should be drinking every single day. So I'm going to start with the nutrition and the water, and then we will talk about foam rolling. So with nutrition, a lot of times I'm asked, like, what should I be eating? What should I be drinking? All of these things. And so the two big cardinal rules I would have is, if you are an active athlete, meaning you're in season, you're doing multiple workouts a day, you need to be taking in your body weight in grams of protein at least every single day. This is not just like, oh, this is the minimum or the maximum you need to hit. This is how much you should be hitting on the bare minimum. And this is just going to encourage recovery faster. You're not going to feel as tired in general. And it's a good fuel source to encourage your muscles to heal. On the other hand, hydration. We should not be drinking a whole bunch of sugary drinks like Gatorade or anything that's sugary, like Cokes, or I would encourage just straight water. You can go LaCroix, there's Zevias, there's all of these sort of sugar-free beverages, but you can do those. And then as far as how much to drink, I think you need to be similar in your ounces of your body weight, similar to the protein intake. And that way, you're just always staying hydrated. What you're looking for to know if you're hydrated is if your urine is clear. If it's got a yellowish tint to it or something darker, it means that your body is dehydrated and needs some water. So these two intakes are gonna help make you feel good every single day, and just in general good for your fitness. So other than that, we'll talk about foam rolling.
So foam rolling is probably something that everybody needs to do once, twice, pretty much every day. So when we say foam roll, it's not just foam rolling your back, cracking your back on the foam roller, which is what most people enjoy doing. It's foam rolling your legs, because for most of the athletes, when you're in season and in school, you do a lot of activity and then you sit, and then you do a lot of activity and then you sit. So the recovery ends up being sitting and not doing anything. So foam rolling your glute muscles, your thigh muscles, your calves, all of those sorts of things are going to be really helpful in just day-to-day feeling better, so that when you come in for your workout, your legs aren't totally fried. They don't feel like they're shortened, like we're sitting right now. Everything heals in a weird position when you're recovering at night. So foam rolling in the morning or before you go to sleep, or both, is ideal. But if you can hit one of those two things, that's better. Stretching is great, but you want to stretch when your muscles are already warm. Stretching cold muscles or muscles that don't have enough blood flow to them typically leads to not as great performance in your workout. It doesn't help if you're already feeling So getting more blood flow to the muscles through foam rolling is probably the best thing you can do. If foam rolling is not an option, there is always the tennis ball. You can keep that in your bag. You can, when you're going back and forth to practice or games, you can sit on a tennis ball. You can use a tennis ball to roll the tops of your quads. You can sit on it. You can roll the back of your thigh, which is your hamstrings. All of those things are going to be something that you want to do day to day. If you have a lot of tension in your shoulders, you can roll with the tennis ball while you're, again, sitting and waiting. You can do it before practice, after practice, during practice, whenever you want, but keeping the bare minimum of actually rolling things out that are typically sore every single day is going to help you feel better. And then that's going to be paired with water. So the more you roll, the more water you want to drink to sort of get all of the fluid rolling through your body so that your muscles and your fascia, which is the saran wrap around everything in your body, move together instead of feeling clunky and chunky.
Absolutely. So moral of the story, we are hoping to, and this isn't like difficult, this is just making the decision to do it. So it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to make a moment where you have like the perfect amount of time to do things. This is just daily habits, like, which will populate into a greater result for you as an athlete. So that's all right. Well, maybe I only got half of my body weight in grams today, but that's okay, because you're going to keep trying every single day to do that. For the water, it's the same. You don't have to limit yourself to the maximum potential. And if you are really competitive, then that's what you need to do. If you have big goals for yourself, then you have to do something that's really uncomfortable. So if it comes to doing your soft tissue work, proper stretching, if you are going to be nice and warm doing that, but generally the soft tissue, you're just doing this as part of your daily habit. This is what you do, just like you play your sport, just like you sleep, like just like you eat. This is part of it. This isn't just something that's extra. So yeah, do those 3 things and you'll definitely see every day, and you'll see some major changes in your recovery and how explosive you are, as well as how hard you can hit your training every single session. Thanks.